Apple's new iPhones can be considered major or minor upgrades depending on how you look at it. To those who care about nighttime photography and videography, or those who've bought into the 5G hype, the new iPhone 12s bring major improvements. But to more general consumers whose smartphone usage habits consists mostly of texting, surfing the web, scrolling through Instagram and taking the occasional photo, this year's phone will feel familiar with the iPhone 11. There isn't a single immediately tangible upgrade, like Apple getting rid of the home button from the 7 to the X, or adding an ultra-wide-angle camera from the XS to the 11. At least not so far with the iPhone 12s I've tested. That's because Apple released 4 models this year, and the most powerful one, the Pro Max, with a larger image sensor and better optical image stabilization, is not ready for review yet. Instead, I've been testing the middle two phones, the standard iPhone 12 and the 12 Pro. Last year, there were major differences between the iPhone 11 and the 11 Pro. This year, they're much more similar, so much that a single review can cover both devices. All 4 iPhone 12s this year has a new boxier design that's completely flat on all 4 sides. If you've held an iPhone 4 or 5, you'll remember this feeling. I'm not sure the boxier build with harder corners is easier to hold than the soft rounded edges of the past few iPhones, but it looks more mature, sophisticated, like a machine. Last year, the 11 and 11 Pro used different screen technology and screen sizes. This year, both 12 and 12 Pro use OLED panels, which Apple calls Super Retina XDR, and are the same 6.1-inch size. This makes the two phones identical in footprint, and from the front, you can't tell the two apart. Flip them around and you'll see the differences. The non-Pro has a pair of 12-megapixel main and ultrawide cameras, while the Pro has both plus a LiDAR, light, image detection and ranging, sensor. The latter is basically a radar to map your surroundings. There's one more, hard-to-notice difference: the Pro's chassis is crafted out of stainless steel, while the standard 12's frame is aluminum. Stainless steel is harder, so it should protect the phone from drops, but the aluminum chassis is lighter. That, coupled with having one less camera, makes the iPhone 12 lighter at 162 grams to the Pro's 184 grams. Powering all the iPhone 12s this year is the Apple A14 Bionic, a 5nm silicon that in benchmarks have easily topped Qualcomm's best offering, the Snapdragon 865 Plus. Huawei is the only other company with a 5nm mobile chip right now, and they only have limited supplies due to US government sanctions. In other words, the A14 Bionic is the most powerful mobile chipset around, and this lead should remain. But what does that bring in the real world? Apple uses all these random metrics like the A14 Bionic launches apps at XX% faster, but the reality is the A13 Bionic powering the iPhone 11 are fast enough.